That's like $700 out of your paycheck every month. Like, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of Surviving Adulthood. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Rose. In today's video, we're discussing 5 huge financial mistakes that I've made in the first half of my 20s. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are able to get something from it. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Be sure to comment down below any mistakes that you've made, or if you've made similar mistakes, and we can just, go back and forth or whatever the case may be. Be sure to subscribe if you are enjoying this channel. And now on to the 5 financial mistakes. The first huge financial mistake that I made was at 22. I was fortunate enough that I got a full-time salaried position as soon as I graduated college. Thank the Lord, okay? But however, I did not know how to handle all this new cash, and there was no plan on, how I can use the money to save, how I can do this with the money, I can do that. It was just, it's in my bank account. I want to do things. I want to enjoy myself. I want to celebrate the fact that I just graduated college. And so now we're just going to spend it. So it was on some like living paycheck to paycheck kind of ordeal where it was, I'm just going to blow through my entire check because I know on Wednesday I'm going to get paid again. And that was, that's just such a horrible habit to have, because with that mindset, you'll be working for the rest of your life because you'll never have anything saved up. And God forbid you ever have any type of emergency, you're absolutely screwed. The second huge mistake that I made, and I regret, and if I could go back, I would not do, was leasing a car. Let me explain to you why, because I definitely have a video when I first got my car where I was just like, yeah, leasing is the way to go. You get a new car, they take care of your car. However, living in New York, the insurance, when you're not under your parents' insurance, the insurance is crazy. Your insurance can go up to as much as $500 a month. So you're already paying that $500 a month. Let's start with the max, right? You're paying $500 a month. If you're leasing, you're also paying a monthly payment on the car. Like, it's not a super extravagant or luxury car. It's just a car to get you from point A to point B, but it's a lease. You're paying, and if you have good credit, you're paying at least like $200. If you have bad credit, you could be paying at least like $300, $400. So already, that's like $700 out of your paycheck every month. Like, I want to say, like, I wish somebody could have told me better, but at the same time, I also didn't ask, and I also felt like I knew it, like I got it all together and I knew all the answers. So even if they told me, I probably wouldn't have listened. Number 3, I have credit card dreams. And by credit card dreams, I mean this false sense of happiness that credit cards can sometimes give you. So even when you're broke, even when you're not doing well financially, when you have a credit card in your account, the amount that you're able to spend on your credit card, if you have a decent amount, let's say you have $5,000, right? You can use your credit card up until $5,000. But you have $0 in your debit account, you still, depending how messed up your mindset is, you still feel like there's a plane. We're gonna wait for the plane to pass. The plane is passing. Feel like, nope, it's still here. So even when you're broke with a credit card, sometimes it can give you this sense of like, oh, I still have it. Like, even though you don't really have it, even though you shouldn't spend it, you're at your desk, right? Your friend hits you up. Yo, they're having deals on a trip to go to Mexico. It's $7.99, flight included, hotel and everything. In your debit account, you have $12 to your name, but you have a credit card. And the limit on this credit card is $1,000. Now, you know that $800 is out of your budget and you really shouldn't be going on this trip. However, the card is there. So, a huge mistake that I was making is just mistakes like that. Knowing it was out of my budget, knowing that I couldn't afford something, but feeling like, oh well, I have my credit card, I'll just use my credit card to pay for it and then I'll pay it off over time. Like, having that mindset would really get you into a hole. Eventually you might get to a point where you're using your credit card more than you're paying it off, and now you have this huge balance in your credit card. Huge balance means huge, like a chunk of interest being taken out, and you're just basically wasting money, you know, just on interest every month. So I don't regret getting credit cards, but I definitely wish I had used my credit cards better. The fourth mistake, I kind of touched on it on the first thing that I mentioned, but the fourth mistake was just basically not budgeting. I was in a situation where like I said, I wasn't really paying, I was paying rent, but my rent wasn't too crazy. I just was in a good spot that if I had been budgeting properly, that I would still be able to have fun, but I would have so much money saved up. So I really regret that. If you are in a similar situation, if you're young and you just got your full-time position or whatever the case may be, just try your best to be as smart as possible with your money. Like, time is your best friend. The earlier you can start with your savings, the earlier you can start looking forward and looking at your money and just thinking of like how you can really use your money to benefit you in the long run, it would be so helpful to you. So definitely look into that. For the last thing, I have not saving, but I feel like not saving kind of goes into what I just mentioned. So what I will say is, for the fourth thing, the not budgeting, so what I really wish I was doing was really sitting down, having a notebook, and just, you know, making charts and looking at the money that I have and saying, okay, this amount is gonna go to bills, this amount is gonna go towards buying food and groceries and things like that, this amount is gonna go into buying like toiletries, and this amount is gonna go into savings. I really wish, and of course this amount is gonna go into tithes. I really wish I had worked in that system, so that way no matter what came up, I would always, if I did have to take money out, it wouldn't be like blindly taking money out and using it to spend on things. It would be like, okay, well, this emergency came up, so for this month I'm not gonna put 200 towards food and groceries. I'm gonna take out 100 from that and use that $100 for my emergency. That way, you know, I would always have a clear understanding of where my money would be going. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today on Surviving Adulthood. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you got something out of it. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Be sure to comment down below any mistakes that you've made or anything that you've done in your early 20s that now you're looking back that you're really happy that you did. Any advice that you have for anyone who is younger. If you are currently in a bad financial situation and you're in your 20s, my advice would be not to stay too long in the regretful stage. What's done is done. You can't go back in time. You can't change anything. All you can do is try to create or to think of better habits in order for you to be more successful in the future. I hope the video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to like. And I will see you next time right here on Surviving Adulthood. Toodles!